Greatness is often seen as something grand, something that requires extraordinary talent, resources, or a stroke of luck. However, the truth is that greatness begins with the simplest and often most overlooked steps. It starts small in moments of quiet determination, in the choices we make each day, and in the consistency with which we pursue our goals. Imagine a tiny seed. It may seem insignificant at first, just a speck compared to the towering tree it has the potential to become. Yet with time, care, and the right environment, that seed grows into something magnificent. Similarly, every great achievement in life starts as an idea, a dream, or a small step taken in faith. These small beginnings might seem unimportant, but they are the foundation on which success is built. Often, people get discouraged because their dreams feel too big or their goals too far away. They look at the end result they desire and feel overwhelmed by the distance they need to travel to get there. But the truth is, no journey begins with a destination, it begins with a single step. Each small action, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, brings us closer to where we want to be. It's these small actions, done consistently, that pave the way to greatness. History is filled with stories of people who achieved greatness not through sudden leaps, but through small, persistent efforts. Think of inventors like Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of materials before creating a successful light bulb. Each failed attempt was a small step toward the eventual breakthrough. Edison didn't view his failures as setbacks, but as part of the process. This mindset allowed him to persevere and achieve something extraordinary. The beauty of starting small is that it makes even the biggest goals feel achievable. You don't have to do everything at once, you just have to do one thing at a time. For example, if someone wants to improve their health, they don't need to overhaul their entire lifestyle overnight. Instead, they can start with small changes like drinking more water, walking for 10 minutes a day, or choosing healthier snacks. These small steps might not seem life-changing at first, but over weeks and months, they add up to significant improvements. Another reason small steps are powerful is that they build momentum. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you create movement. And once you're moving, it's easier to keep going. This momentum fuels motivation, and before you know it, you've made more progress than you ever thought possible. It's like climbing a mountain. Each step might feel insignificant, but when you look back, you see how far you've come. Greatness also requires consistency, and starting small makes it easier to stay consistent. It's not about making one big effort and then stopping. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting the process. Over time, these consistent efforts compound, just like how small savings grow into a fortune when invested wisely. The journey to greatness is not a straight line, and it's not always easy. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. But when you focus on the small steps, these obstacles become more manageable. You learn to adapt, to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. And eventually, those small steps lead to breakthroughs, to moments where you realize just how much you've accomplished. Greatness starts small because it is in the small things that we learn discipline, perseverance, and resilience. It is in the small steps that we build the habits and skills necessary for long-term success. And it is in the small moments of effort and determination that we shape our character and prove to ourselves that we are capable of achieving great things. So when you think about your goals and dreams, don't be discouraged by their size. Instead, focus on what small step you can take today. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every small step brings you closer to greatness. When pursuing goals or dreams, the sheer size of the task ahead can often feel daunting. The idea of achieving something significant may seem overwhelming, and many people find themselves paralyzed by the enormity of what they want to accomplish. This is where the power of small steps comes into play. Small steps are manageable, and they provide a practical, stress-free way to turn even the biggest dreams into achievable realities. The beauty of small steps lies in their simplicity. A large goal often seems out of reach because it requires substantial time, energy, or resources to accomplish. For instance, consider someone who dreams of writing a book. Thinking about completing hundreds of pages can feel impossible, especially when juggling other responsibilities. However, if that person commits to writing just a single paragraph or page each day, the task suddenly feels more manageable. Over time, those small daily efforts accumulate, and before long, the book is complete. Breaking down a big goal into smaller tasks also reduces the mental burden. When a goal feels too large, it can create anxiety or procrastination because the brain perceives it as a threat to comfort or stability. Smaller steps, on the other hand, are less intimidating. They allow us to focus on what's immediately in front of us, rather than being overwhelmed by the entire journey. This approach not only makes the process less stressful, but also increases the likelihood of taking action. Another advantage of small steps is that they fit seamlessly into our daily lives. Many people shy away from pursuing their goals because they feel they don't have the time or energy to dedicate to something big. However, small actions require minimal effort and can be incorporated into even the busiest schedules. For instance, someone aiming to get fit might feel discouraged by the thought of spending hours at the gym. But if they start with a 10-minute workout or a short walk each day, it becomes easier to stick to the habit and make progress. Small steps also provide immediate feedback and a sense of accomplishment. Every time you complete a small task, no matter how minor, you feel a sense of achievement. This sense of progress boosts motivation and confidence, creating a positive cycle that keeps you moving forward. Success, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you're capable of achieving your goals, which fuels the desire to continue. Moreover, small steps help build consistency, which is critical for long-term success. It's not about making massive efforts in a short burst, it's about showing up every day and putting in the work, no matter how small the effort may be. This consistent effort leads to the development of habits, which are the building blocks of lasting change. For example, if someone wants to improve their reading skills, committing to reading just 1 page a day may seem insignificant at first. However, over time, this simple habit can lead to reading dozens of books, improving vocabulary, and expanding knowledge. The power of small steps becomes even more evident when facing setbacks. Large goals often feel fragile. One failure or obstacle can derail progress. But when you focus on small steps, setbacks become easier to recover from. Missing a single day of effort, for example, doesn't feel as catastrophic when the commitment is manageable and can be resumed easily. This resilience ensures that you stay on track, even when things don't go perfectly. Taking small steps also allows room for adjustment. As you progress, you gain insights and learn from your experiences. This makes it easier to refine your approach and make improvements along the way. When you try to tackle everything at once, it's harder to identify what's working and what's not. Small, manageable steps, however, give you the flexibility to adapt without feeling overwhelmed. In essence, small steps are manageable because they simplify the journey toward achieving goals. They remove the fear and resistance that often come with pursuing something big. They create a clear, actionable path forward, making it easier to start, stay consistent, and overcome challenges. When you focus on taking small steps, you're not just making progress, you're building the mindset, habits, and resilience needed for long-term success. So whether your goal is to learn a new skill, improve your health, or achieve something extraordinary, remember that you don't need to do everything at once. Start small, stay consistent, and trust that those small, manageable steps will lead to big results. Over time, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in achieving success. It's the driving energy that turns small, consistent efforts into significant results. Like a snowball rolling downhill, momentum begins with a small push but grows over time, gaining speed and strength. Understanding how momentum works and how to harness it can be the key to transforming your goals into accomplishments. When we start any endeavor, the initial steps often feel the hardest. Whether it's beginning a new exercise routine, starting a project, or learning a skill, getting started requires effort and determination. This is because at the beginning, we're fighting against inertia, the natural tendency to remain at rest. However, once we overcome that initial resistance and take the first steps, we begin to build momentum. Even small actions, when repeated consistently, create a ripple effect that propels us forward. Momentum thrives on consistency. It doesn't require monumental efforts, it simply needs regular, purposeful actions. For instance, consider someone who wants to improve their fitness. If they commit to exercising for just 10 minutes each day, they might not see immediate results. However, as days turn into weeks, they'll notice that their endurance improves, their confidence grows, and their ability to do more increases. Each small success builds on the previous one, creating a compounding effect. One of the greatest benefits of momentum is that it reduces the effort needed to keep going. When you're just starting, every step feels like a challenge, but as you build momentum, the process becomes more natural and less demanding. I think of riding a bicycle uphill. The first few pedals are tough, but once you reach the top and start coasting downhill, it feels almost effortless. Similarly, in any pursuit, momentum turns effort into ease. Momentum also builds confidence, which is crucial for success. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. This belief fuels further action, creating a positive feedback loop. For example, a student preparing for an exam might begin by studying for just 15 minutes a day. As they review material and start to grasp concepts, their confidence grows. This confidence motivates them to study more, leading to even greater understanding and better performance. Another important aspect of momentum is its ability to create a sense of progress. Progress is incredibly motivating. It reminds us that our efforts are paying off and that we're moving closer to our goals. Even small victories, like crossing an item off a to-do list or completing a single task, give us a sense of accomplishment. This feeling of forward motion keeps us engaged and excited about the journey ahead. Momentum isn't just about moving forward, it's also about overcoming obstacles. When you have momentum, challenges feel less intimidating. You've already proven to yourself that you can make progress, so setbacks become easier to handle. For instance, an entrepreneur building a business might face rejection or failure in the early stages, but if they've already built momentum through consistent effort, they're more likely to view these obstacles as temporary and keep pushing forward. To build momentum, it's important to start small. Large, ambitious goals can feel overwhelming, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks makes them more achievable. Each completed task adds to your momentum, making it easier to tackle the next one. For example, if you're writing a book, don't focus on finishing the entire manuscript right away. Instead, set a goal to write 1 page or even 1 paragraph each day. Over time, those small efforts accumulate into something substantial. Consistency is the fuel that keeps momentum alive. It's not about working hard for a short period and then stopping. It's about showing up day after day, even when progress seems slow. This steady effort creates a rhythm that becomes self-sustaining. Like a river carving its way through rock, consistency ensures that momentum keeps building, no matter how tough the journey. Momentum also requires celebration. Recognizing and appreciating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces the desire to keep going. Celebrating progress doesn't mean stopping to rest on your laurels. It means acknowledging how far you've come while staying focused on the road ahead. In the end, momentum is a powerful ally in the pursuit of success. It turns small actions into significant progress, builds confidence and resilience, and keeps you moving forward even in the face of challenges. By starting small, staying consistent, and celebrating your progress, you can harness the power of momentum to achieve your goals and create lasting success. Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives. They are the small, repeated actions that, over time, define who we are and what we accomplish. While individual moments may seem insignificant, habits compound to shape our future in profound ways. Whether positive or negative, the habits we form have a lasting impact on the direction of our lives, our success, and our overall well-being. One of the most remarkable aspects of habits is their consistency. Unlike sporadic bursts of effort, habits embed themselves into our daily routines, becoming second nature. This automaticity makes them incredibly powerful. For example, brushing your teeth each morning and night is a habit that doesn't require conscious thought, it just happens. Similarly, positive habits like reading daily, exercising, or setting goals become natural with time, requiring less effort and willpower to maintain. These habits might seem small in isolation, but over months and years, their cumulative effect is transformative. The small, seemingly mundane habits we adopt are the building blocks of success. Consider someone who wants to improve their health. A single workout or one healthy meal may not make a noticeable difference, but when these actions are repeated daily, they lead to significant changes. Habits work like compounding interest in a bank account. Small deposits made consistently over time grow into substantial returns. This principle applies to all areas of life, from education and career to relationships and personal development. Habits shape the future by creating a sense of identity. When we consistently act in a certain way, we begin to see ourselves through the lens of those actions. For instance, a person who commits to writing every day, even if it's just a few sentences, to identify as a writer. This shift in identity reinforces the habit, creating a positive feedback loop. Over time, this identity shapes how the person approaches challenges, opportunities, and goals. They no longer need to force themselves to write, they do it, because it aligns with who they are. Conversely, negative habits can also shape the future, but in detrimental ways. Habits like procrastination, excessive screen time, or neglecting responsibilities may seem harmless in the moment, but they can lead to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The challenge with negative habits is that they are often easier to form and harder to break. This is why self-awareness is crucial. Recognizing the habits that are steering your life in the wrong direction is the first step toward change. The process of building positive habits and breaking negative ones starts with small, manageable steps. Many people make the mistake of trying to overhaul their lives overnight, only to become overwhelmed and give up. Instead, the key is to focus on one habit at a time, making it so small that it feels almost effortless. For example, if you want to start exercising, commit to just 5 minutes a day. Once this becomes a routine, you can gradually increase the duration. The goal is to make the habit stick, not to achieve perfection immediately. Habits also thrive in environments that support them. The spaces we occupy, the people we interact with, and the cues around us all influence our behavior. If you want to build a habit of reading, keeping a book on your bedside table serves as a visual reminder. Similarly, surrounding yourself with people who share your goals or values creates a positive environment that encourages good habits. Over time, these small changes to your environment make it easier to stay consistent. The role of habits in shaping the future extends beyond individual success. When positive habits become part of a community or organization, they create a culture of growth and excellence. Teams that prioritize habits like clear communication, continuous learning, and mutual respect thrive in the long run. These habits become the foundation for collaboration, innovation, and resilience. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of habits is their potential to create lasting change. Every habit you build today has the power to impact your future self. By consistently investing in good habits, you are not just achieving short-term goals, you are shaping the person you are becoming. This is why habits are often referred to as the compound interest of self-improvement. The small changes you make today may seem insignificant, but they accumulate to create a future that is far greater than the sum of its parts. In conclusion, habits are the threads that weave the fabric of our future. They dictate how we spend our time, how we respond to challenges, and ultimately who we become. By focusing on building positive habits and breaking negative ones, we take control of our trajectory in life. The future may be uncertain, but our habits give us the power to shape it with intention, purpose, and consistency. Start small, stay committed, and watch how your habits transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Real-life examples have the power to inspire and demonstrate how abstract concepts such as small steps leading to big results or building momentum translate into actual success. When we see someone achieving something remarkable, it's easy to forget that their journey was made up of countless small decisions, actions, and setbacks. The truth is that many of the world's greatest success stories are built on the same principle, the power of consistency, small steps, and gradual progress. One of the most famous examples of this principle in action is the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the best-selling authors of all time, Rowling faced numerous challenges. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling with depression, and grappling with the difficulty of finding a publisher for her book. However, she did not give up. Every day, she continued to work on her manuscript, writing in cafes with her young daughter by her side. She didn't attempt to write the entire series at once, but focused on completing one chapter at a time, gradually bringing her vision to life. Rowling's story is a perfect example of how small steps lead to monumental results. The process of writing one chapter, one page, and one paragraph at a time may not have seemed like a recipe for international success, but it was the dedication to the daily work that ultimately transformed her life. When Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was first published, it was rejected by 12 different publishers. But Rowling didn't allow rejection to stop her. Instead, she continued to improve and persist. This is the essence of how small steps, when taken consistently, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Another example of how small steps can lead to big results can be seen in the career of actor and martial artist Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, who is admired worldwide for his incredible stunts and action-packed films, did not rise to fame overnight. His career began in the entertainment industry at a very young age when he enrolled in the China Drama Academy. In his early years, Chan had to undergo grueling training, practicing acrobatics, singing, acting, and even learning how to fall safely. This intense and disciplined training was a daily commitment. Over time, his skills improved, and he gradually began to gain recognition for his unique style of martial arts combined with humor and charisma. Jackie Chan's career didn't soar because he had a lucky break or an instant moment of success. Instead, it was the result of years of building skills, learning from mistakes, and working tirelessly on perfecting his craft. Today, his name is synonymous with action movies and martial arts, but it all started with small, manageable steps taken each day, often through sheer perseverance and hard work. One more story that demonstrates the power of small steps is that of Elon Musk, the entrepreneur behind companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink. Musk is known for his ambitious vision of the future, including the colonization of Mars and the transition to sustainable energy. However, his journey to success has been filled with obstacles. When he started Tesla, the company faced numerous challenges, including financial instability and skepticism from investors. Musk, instead of focusing on the overwhelming task of changing the entire automotive industry, focused on taking small steps. He started by designing a luxury electric sports car, the Tesla Roadster, and then gradually expanded the company's range of electric vehicles. Along the way, he made countless incremental improvements to Tesla's technology, leading to the electric vehicle revolution we see today. Elon Musk's story shows that even the most visionary entrepreneurs achieve success through gradual progress. He didn't try to revolutionize the world all at once, but focused on creating value through small, manageable steps. With each innovation, each breakthrough, and each new product, his companies gained momentum and success followed. These real-life examples demonstrate the importance of persistence, patience, and focusing on the journey rather than just the destination. Success isn't always about taking giant leaps forward or achieving everything all at once. Sometimes the key to long-term achievement lies in taking one small step after another, learning from the process and adjusting along the way. Whether you're trying to achieve personal goals, pursue a career, or create something meaningful, the stories of J.K. Rowling, Jackie Chan, and Elon Musk show us that greatness doesn't happen overnight. It is the result of small, consistent efforts compounded over time. So when faced with challenges or large goals, remember that every step you take matters. Each small action you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, brings you closer to your dreams. Just as these successful individuals have shown, big results often start with the smallest of steps. Taking action today is one of the most powerful ways to move closer to your goals, dreams, and aspirations. It is easy to get caught up in planning, overthinking, or waiting for the perfect moment to start. However, the truth is that the perfect moment rarely comes, and the longer we wait, the more distant our goals seem. The key to success is taking that first step, no matter how small, and starting now. The idea of taking action today is rooted in the principle that progress is made through consistent effort. Often, people feel paralyzed by the magnitude of what they want to achieve. The idea of transforming their lives, careers, or health can seem overwhelming. However, focusing on the immediate task, the very next step, is the way to overcome this paralysis. Instead of thinking about everything that needs to be done, focus on what can be done today. Taking one step at a time makes it easier to start and reduces the pressure of accomplishing everything at once. For example, if someone wants to get fit, they may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of losing a significant amount of weight or committing to an intense fitness regimen. However, if they focus on taking one small action today, like going for a short walk, drinking more water, or doing a 5-minute workout, they've already taken the first step. Over time, these small actions will compound, leading to greater results. The key is to make today count, regardless of how small the action may seem. Taking action today also helps break the cycle of procrastination. It's easy to put things off for tomorrow, thinking that we'll have more time or energy then. But often, tomorrow never comes and the tasks pile up. Procrastination is a natural response to feeling overwhelmed or unsure, But the antidote is simple: take action now. Even if it's a small, imperfect action, it moves you forward. Each time you take action, even in small ways, you build momentum that carries you into the next step and the next. This momentum is the force that keeps you moving forward even when challenges arise. Another important reason to take action today is that it helps build confidence. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making progress, no matter how small the step. This builds self-belief, which is crucial when pursuing long-term goals. The act of doing something, even if it's not perfect, reinforces the idea that you are taking control of your future. It also shifts your mindset from one of doubt and fear to one of empowerment and possibility. Many successful people emphasize the importance of taking action today, even in the face of uncertainty. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward." This means that it's impossible to know exactly how everything will unfold in the future. But you can't wait for the perfect plan or all the answers before moving forward. The key is to take action and trust that each step you take will reveal the next. Taking action today also creates a sense of urgency. When you make the decision to act, it becomes clear that time is a precious resource. The longer you wait, the further away your goals get. By acting today, you are committing to using your time wisely and ensuring that you are making the most of each moment. This urgency doesn't have to be stressful. It simply means that you are prioritizing your goals and choosing to move forward with intention. Furthermore, taking action today is crucial for creating habits that lead to success. Habits are formed through consistent actions repeated over time, and the sooner you start, the sooner those habits take root. If your goal is to read more books, taking action today means opening a book and reading a few pages. If your goal is to start a business, taking action today means researching the market or making a phone call to a potential partner. The key is to make today the starting point of a habit that will lead you to success. In conclusion, taking action today is the cornerstone of success. It eliminates procrastination, builds momentum, fosters confidence, and creates habits that lead to long-term achievements. The future may seem distant, but the reality is that it is shaped by the actions we take today. No matter how small the step, every action counts. So instead of waiting for the perfect moment, take action now. Move forward with determination and trust that every step you take today will bring you closer to your goals. The future you desire is created by the actions you take today, and every moment counts.